Several centuries ago, at a time when Benin was called Igodomigodo, the kingdom made steady progress, especially in the areas of spiritual, philosophical, and administrative development. Due to the early civilization in the Benin kingdom in the 18th century, the Beninese introduced a monarchical system of installing an Oba based on the principle of primogeniture. The history of the Beninese is really rich, as from the days of Oba Owodu until date, the system of direct ascension has endured, making the Benin royal family one of the oldest families in Africa and a rich history that has spanned more than 800 years. The history of the Benin monarchy dated back to the Giso era, which has also been traced to the 10th century. It is believed that there were over 30 of them before the birth of Prince Oromia. It was gathered that from Oba Eweka I in date, 40 Obas have reigned in Benin. In most cases, the period of each Oba witnessed self-sacrifice, effective administration, innovation in the cultural pattern, and socio-economic development of the Benin Kingdom. Eweka I became the Oba of Benin in about 1200 AD. During his time, he created Uzama. They were 6 in number at that time, and he made Uzama an hereditary title. He also established other major palace societies such as Iwebo and Ibiwe. The second and third Oba are Oba Uwahwae and Oba Ehemihe, who reigned about 1240 AD. The fourth Oba was Ewedu, who ruled about 1255 AD. In his time, he removed the seat of palace from Usama to the present palace at Ogbe, Plymouth Road, and he built the first prison, which was named after him. Oba Ogwola, who introduced brass casting in Benin, reigned at about 1280 AD, while Edoni was the sixth Oba of Benin about 1295 AD. It was during the reign of Oba Udagbedo around 1299 AD that the Ga of the present-day Ghana was said to have emigrated from Benin, while Oba Ohen was the only paralyzed Oba who reigned in Benin Kingdom in 1334 AD. There is an historical account that the Iyase of Benin was killed for spying on the Oba's deformity, while the Oba was himself stoned to death. During the time of the ninth Oba, Ogbeka, about 1370 AD, the Urhobos migrated from Benin to Abraka and environs. According to history, the Urhobos called the Beninese Ihuraka, which when translated means the people of Ika after the king. Orobiru and Uwaifyokun were also kings at different times between 1400 AD to 1432 AD. Then came Oba Ewai the Great at about 1440 AD. He was a great magician, physician, traveler, and a warrior. He constructed Akpakpava Street and the innermost city wall. He also created the Edaiken title. He was the first Oba to come in contact with the European, encouraged ivory wood carving, and invented a Maido. Oba Izoti, who reigned for only 14 days, was next before Oba Oluwa was installed. Oba Oluwa was the father of Iginwa, who left Benin to settle at Ode Shekiri and later became the Olu of Ishekiri. Oba Ozolua, known as the Conqueror, followed in about 1481 AD. History has it that he conquered Ondo and Ijebu Ode. He was the father of Aruan, the great prince. Oba Zolua was the father of Alani of Idoani, Olokpe of Okpe, Olowo of Owo, Eze of Abo, and Ugwan of Ora. The next Oba was Esige. During his time, the Europeans' connection with the Benin Kingdom became stronger. The Portuguese missionary activities were encouraged. He created a school of astrology and he could speak Portuguese language. Onitsha in Anambra State was founded by people who emigrated from Benin during his reign. His mother, Idia, was the famous warrior who later became more popular, and an ivory carving of her face was adopted as first tax symbol. Oba Esige also created the title of Iyoba, Queen Mother. Oba Orobua reigned in 1550 AD and created a camp now known as Lagos. His grandson was made the Eleko of Eko. Oba Urogwa was a great magician who erected a ladder to climb to the sky to wage war against intruder. Other Obas such as Ohuan, Ahenzai, Akenzai, Akengboi, Akenpaye, Akengbedo, and Orogene all reigned from 1606 AD to 1689 AD, while Oba Ewakpe in 1700 AD passed a law that no one except the Oba's elder son wears the crown. He then his wife offered herself as a sacrificial lamb for the welfare of the king and secure victory over rebellious Benin chiefs. Oba Ozuore reigned for only 1 year before Akenzua I took over, followed by Oba Eresonye, who introduced the idea of banking. He built a house called Owigo, known as Bank. He invented ivory flutes and introduced Ododuwa masquerade. The following are the Obas from 1750 AD to 1888 AD. Oba Akengbuda, Oba Nusa, Ogbebo, who reigned for 8 months, Osemende, and Oba Adolo. Oba Adolo established Ekiadolo. Oba Vorame ruled from 1888 to 1914. Due to confrontation with the British, which led to the War of 1897, he was taken to Calabar on September 13, 1897, where he lived until 1914. Secretary Benin Traditional Council Frank Irabo listed other Obas after Ovorame and the requirement for a prince to be crowned an Oba.
Then you have Eweka II. Then you have Akenzua II. Then you also have the Moba Eredewa of blessed memory. Then the present Oba Ewai II. The crown prince always inherits the throne. There are many processes and there are many procedures that are undertaken.
Once again, the coronation ceremony of Oba Ewai II was epic, as the cultural heritage of the Benins were exhibited to the admiration of several dignitaries from within and overseas.
Times may have changed, but the culture, custom, and tradition of the Benins remain the same. We have to come this way to show you the overview of Benin City, which has been in existence for centuries. We have been able to tell you all the Obas that have reigned from Oba Eweka I down to His Royal Majesty Oba Ewai II. We're glad we have been able to educate you on today's edition of Special Reports. It will be Best Bere reporting for Independent Television.